Bob, first of all, you'll have heard our voter Matt, who raised concerns earlier about the ferry companies holding residents to ransom. What promises are you going to make to people about doing something to improve things?
Okay, firstly, we set up the Transport Infrastructure Board a couple of years ago to work with the ferry companies to make sure the ferry companies are basically better friends to the island and give us a better deal over time. So more information, more reliability, which has been up and down in the last year, but it's over 95% overall for all three operators. Going forward, as part of the island deal that the Prime Minister has agreed in principle, what I would like to see is the ferries in the medium term move to a franchise model. Now, whether we're ever going to get that, I do not know, but I will continue to push for it, because we have ferry firms on the island that don't have a public service obligation, and I want to see one, either voluntarily or by law.
And yesterday, I don't know if you know, Bob, I had Roisin on the show talking about the closure of braiding surgery because of a lack of GP cover, and she says she's voted Labour in the past. She's likely to vote Labour again. I want you to have to listen to her worries.
I've had my son here at St Mary's Hospital. We both contracted sepsis. I was in intensive care after he was born. They saved my life. It's distressing enough to know that they're upstairs in a different unit, to be told that they're on a different island, a whole ferry journey away that you cannot physically get to, is traumatic. They need to fund our NHS here and make sure that we have all of the services that they have on the mainland. So I say to our MP candidates, listen to the people and provide the NHS service that is world renowned for being brilliant, and stop cutting our NHS.
So, Bob, your response to Roisin?
Yeah. I'm very sorry to hear that Roisin had that experience. Overall, Boris is offering over 33 billion extra between now and 2024, and on this year alone it's about 6.2 billion. On the Isle of Wight, we got 48 million for extra capital investment over the summer, which I was delighted about. When it comes to braiding, I was there yesterday talking with the town councillors and to Residents Association, and I will work with the town council and the Residents Association to see if we can find a stopgap measure to get a pharmacy back into Braiding Town, and possibly other measures as well, working with the CCG, who are the people with the money who help fund primary care, to see what we can do. At the moment, other GP surgeries are taking those patients, but we will see if we can find a better alternative for braiding in the long run.
OK, and you've campaigned, I know, against the 10,000 housing target on the island.
Yeah.
Are you Conservative fighting your own battle on that?
I continue always to speak for the island first and foremost. Our targets are simply too high, and the housing is not for islanders, and that's the real problem here. We need lower targets which are achievable, because the building industry on the island can't build more than 300 homes a year. But more importantly, we need to be building homes for islanders, which frankly we haven't done for the last 30 years. We need to build homes for youngsters, but also for old folks who are downsizing, and we don't have that stock. So instead of building 3 and 4 bedroom houses, low density on green fields, which damages our tourism economy and our quality of life, we need to build 1 and 2 bedroom in existing communities in modest numbers, because that's what the folks on the island want.
And a quick word on Brexit, which we've managed not to do in the last half hour, which is a miracle, but you've supported the deal.
That is well done.
No, I think we should get a prize for that. I know there's a lot of Remainers out there. I take the point about the statistics on the Isle of Wight, but you don't want a second referendum. What do you say to your Remainer Conservatives and others who might vote for you?
For me, my pitch is to get Brexit done and to have an MP that delivers for the island first and foremost. Vote for me, Bob Seeley. There is a simple binary choice here, Julian. However other parties and minor parties want to play it, who is going to be in Downing Street? And I want to see Boris, because he's got a great agenda, and we will get Brexit done. And that's the same for me and for Donna Jones in Portsmouth South and Royston in Southampton Itchen. We need to deliver on Brexit, and we're the only party that can do so and stop Jeremy Corbyn from getting into number 10.